good evening and welcome to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. I'm your host, Jamie O'Hara, and I'm joined by Mr. Jason Cundy.
Has anyone seen Bayern Munich? Sommer, Pavard, Upamecano, Gleet, Davis, Cancelo, Kimmich, Goretzka, Coleman, Musiala, Mane, Sane, Gnabry, Muller. Your boys took one hell of a beating. Sauerkraut, breakfast, Mercedes-Benz, Albert Einstein. Can you hear me, Einstein? Your boys took one hell of a beating. BMW, Audi, Lothar Matthäus, Allianz Arena, Ludwig van Beethoven, Otto van Bismarck, Berlin Cathedral, Bastian Schweinsteiger, Angela Merkel, Adidas, Volkswagen, Porsche, Franz Beckenbauer, Joachim Löw, Thomas Tuchel. Your boys took one hell of a beating.
A huge night in the Champions League for Manchester City. They win 3-0 against Bayern Munich. Is the tie over? Arsenal fans, do you want to see Manchester City carry on the way they are going? Keep on playing? Or are you worried about this form? They are in awesome form right now. It's unbelievable to watch. Could City win the treble? Manchester United fans, are you worried about that as well? Get involved. 03 717 22 33 44. What a game.
What, are we just going to go straight into it, are we? Not going to have a little we normally have a little... No one cares how you are. I don't care who you are. I don't care who I am.
You don't do nothing.
No.
I ask you every night, what you doing? What you been up to? Nothing.
Ask me.
What you been up to?
Went shopping.
Like, you live the most boring life.
Bought a couple of T-shirts, some socks.
Some white T-shirts.
Some pants. No, I don't wear pants, do I?
What?
I don't wear pants, you know that. Anyway, look, no one cares about what I've done today. No one cares about what you've done today.
A big night in the Champions League.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It was a top game of football, high-end stuff. That is what the Champions League is about.
Yeah, I mean, you will not... It's almost perfection tonight from City. Almost. If they got 4 or 5, which, in all honesty, if they had, no one would have come on this show and saying, oh, my God, I didn't deserve that. That flattered Bayern. Bayern's second half totally fell apart.
They fell apart.
But do you know what? When you look at the two sides, you can see now why Nagelsmann's been sacked. Because that team there today, it lacked everything City had. So people talk about how good City are on the ball, brilliant. But you look at what Grealish was doing. Musiala, you look at the first goal. Grealish was up and down that left-hand side, helping out, doing the dirty side, doing the part of the game that most people don't see what Grealish does. Musiala, you look at the first goal that Rudiger, brilliant goal, but you look at his tracking back, mate. The work rate that City done, forget technical ability, forget what Pep's done, the work rate, City outworked Bayern Munich.
Yeah, they did.
All over the pitch.
And
then they forced errors. Upamecano had an absolute stinker.
Oh, he had a Cundy.
Second half, right?
Absolute Cundy.
He was appalling, right?
Did he have your boots on at half time or something? What happened?
The boots I've got on now. He was atrocious. But City destroyed them. They were utterly ruthless, all over the pitch. I know Stuart Pearce gave man of the match to Stones, and I get that.
Yeah.
For me, Bernardo Silva tonight was just off the clock.
I mean, anyone could have got it.
I
mean, Rodri was excellent. Diaz was amazing
all over the pitch.
Aki was brilliant.
All over the pitch, they were better than the opposition. They won their individual battles, then collectively. It was almost a perfect performance. And the rest of Europe, I mean, look, I'm going to Real Madrid tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I ain't told anyone.
City are through, right? I mean, we're not going to beat City. We're not. That performance there tonight should send shockwaves and shivers right through the rest of Europe, because that was... And what can you say about that?
Are we watching the champions there, do you think?
Well, unless Pep does what Pep can do and has done, where he out-peps himself for some reason. Tonight he didn't do that.
Well, it seems to me like he's found a formula, hasn't he, all of a sudden? It's something he's obviously found during the season almost, this new kind of system that he's playing with John Stones in midfield, with Rodri.
That's right.
You know, you've got the free plan at the back, and all of a sudden they've got this balance. John Stones, when they're defending, he drops in.
He plays the centre-half sometimes as well. And he's also playing number 10.
What he's done, Pep, I've not seen before. I've not seen this formation.
No.
And it looks like every single player in the team knows exactly what they're doing. And when you've got the top-class players that they have, I mean, Grealish has been sensational. And you've got Haaland. He's got 45 goals this season already.
It's ridiculous.
They
are. They are. And you mentioned the opener there, right? Manchester United should be worried about the treble. They should be very worried about the treble because... Look, I've been saying for ages now, I've not seen City, I've not seen this City side good enough to win the title. I've gone back 3 weeks ago, right? 4 weeks ago, I think that was an argument. Now, I'm not sure that's true. I'm actually starting to think that now City are coming good at the right time.
Yeah.
And they look fresh.
I know.
They look fresh. That's not a team.
When you're playing football like that, you don't get tired, do you?
I know, but this is in the middle. So Bayern Munich looked off the pace by some distance, all over the pitch, right?
Yeah.
They had a month off, by the way. They didn't come back until mid-January. City were back playing in a League Cup game just before Christmas.
Yeah.
So this has been. I mean, I don't know where you go from here. To be honest with you, I don't know what we can say about that performance. All over the pitch, even the subs that came on as well. They added their bit.
If you're an Arsenal fan, you worry,
Alvarez.
Because it works both ways, and it'll be interesting to see how Arsenal fans see it. On one hand, you go, keep them in it as long as possible because they might get tired or, they might pick up some injuries and, they're having to play during the week when Arsenal don't. But then on the other hand, Man City now look like they've got a formula, they've got momentum, and they're just rocking up, playing games, recovering, and it looks to me like they don't know how to get beat.
No, they're starting to look like the team that's going to win everything. You don't see where City are going to get beat again, do you? You can't see that scenario. And look, Arsenal fans, I think they'll be quite mixed. If I was an Arsenal fan, I would want the other opposition to stay in as many competitions as long as they possibly could, because there is going to be, you would have thought, a bit of fatigue, maybe an injury, maybe a tight hamstring might keep John Stones out of a game against Arsenal, and that might be the difference between Arsenal getting a point or maybe not. There's all of that to consider, but right now I don't think City will feel or fear anyone. Bring the games on. Yeah. Just keep bringing them thick and fast. They've got an FA Cup semi-final against Sheffield Giant in a couple of weeks. I know. They should win that one, right? So they're almost in. They're in one semi-final, almost certainly, and they're probably going to get in the final of an FA Cup. And if everything goes to plan, they're going to beat Arsenal for the title. So the treble is, and no one's really spoken about it.
No,
not really. Not really. This time, I've spoken about City before when they've been in all 4 competitions late on. Talking about the quadruple, even Liverpool. That was a conversation piece. Now, it's on, by the way. United fans should be shaking in their boots. Yeah,
United fans, you can get involved. You worried about your treble-winning season being outdone by Manchester City. 03717 223344. Let's go to Gary. He's a Manchester City fan. All right, Gal?
Gaz?
How you doing, lads? You all right?
Yeah, not bad.
Good, mate.
I'll tell you what, I've spoken to you before on the show, and you know what? City's performance tonight was absolute complete. I'm 46-year-old, and I've been in the bad times years ago. I've been in the real good times the last few years, but tonight, just from the back to the top, it was unbelievable. And I mean, I heard you saying there, we've got our mojo now. We've got our mojo, and I do think I really don't want to say this.
Go on, say it, guys.
I'm going to put it on the line. I really do. I agree with Jason. I think we're going to do the treble, mate.
This is close.
And I hope I had jinxed myself and any City fan out there, but the way we're playing is just...
Yeah. This new system that he's found, Pep, with John Stones, going into midfield, he's got the back three. It just looks like it works for Manchester City. The way they get out of trouble, the way they defend in numbers, it's like the team's just complete all of a sudden.
Yeah, like tonight, like I say tonight's performance. I mean, I've been on the city all day with man flu. This is just really cheered me up. It's poking me up.
You sound all right.
And no, I feel better than I did this afternoon. But yeah, I mean, man of the match for me tonight was you could name anyone like you said, but for me, Akanji was absolutely
all over the pitch.
Yeah.
Amazing,
any of them,
amazing. Yeah, they was, but you couldn't really pick a man of the match, I suppose. But I'm just glad we didn't concede a late away goal either, you know.
Yeah, that's massive.
Well, that we were saying, because there were a couple of... Do you know what, right? There were moments in the game where Bayern looked half
First
dangerous.
10 minutes.
Well, Musiala had a shot on the edge of the box. It was a brilliant block. But I think it was Diaz.
Yeah, Diaz, yeah.
Who's blocked it brilliantly. 3 or 4 minutes later, they got the other end and take the lead. But then there was a period just before they got the second goal where Bayern started the second half well.
Yeah.
And they had to...
They was giving too much room to Sané. Sané had about 3 shots in the first 10 minutes of the second half. You can't give... I used to watch Sané. Our players, the guy is a quality player. But you can't give him that much space because he has got a shot and a half on him.
Yeah.
So that was the only thing I was thinking about tonight. You need to close him down more. But apart from that, tonight was one of the best I've ever seen City play ever.
Do you know what, man?
Gary, thanks for your call.
Manchester City, this Man City side, and since Petsby, they're probably the best I've seen in taking a game away from you in a very short space of time. So they can do it in 10-minute bursts.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you're in the game, 1-0, they're in it Bayern. 6 or 7 minutes later, 3-0 down. And the game is effectively over. City do that. Give them half a chance. Up McElhenney giving the ball away. Take nothing away from what was done after that. But my God, you don't give City those breaks. Those breaks, they will destroy you.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.